What up, everyone? So this chart on this side, it's the same chart, Nasdaq, but this side we're gonna have 15 minutes, and then we're gonna also have 5 minutes on this side, and this one is only for be strictly for 1 minute. This is our entry chart. This is where we're gonna enter. This is what we're gonna just be looking off of to see what happens. And what he does is he waits 15 minutes after the opening time. So 9:45, the candle in the 15-minute time frame, he marks the highest of that candle and the lowest of that candle. And he changes from that 15 to a 5-minute time frame in that section. And what he does is he waits for this to either close above or below this line for entry. For if it closes above, he's going long. If it closes below, he's going short. And as you can see, he does this. He waits for a close with the 5 minutes. So as you can see, the 5-minute close, right? And then he goes to the 1-minute chart. And then, so that 1-minute chart, this is 10:40, right? Or it closed what, at 10:30? You could say. So 10:30, he goes to that 1-minute chart, right? And as you can see right here, 10:30 it closes. So what he does is he goes in for that long right here, and he targets whatever he says he targets. For the low, he targets the lowest inside this. And then for his target, I forgot what he targets, but we target 30 points. But as you can see, look at this. This is more than 30 points. And he makes money off of this every morning, he says. He showed his P&L or PL, whatever that's called. And he was up 50 grand every time he did this. And he says he either does this way, or he waits for it to come back and tests this and goes back up. So as you can see, it just went straight up from this one, and that's what a cool look. 282 points to this highest point where you could have held that at, and that's what he does. And if you go back, everywhere that happens, it works. He either does it as a short or he does it as a long. And I tested it on gold. This is my 4th test on NQ, and so far it's worked. So this with SPS and iOS or ISOI, I think it would be unstoppable. And if you guys want more information about this guy, what the fuck? How do I get out of this bitch? I'm not good with TradingView. Fuck that. But this guy name is here. I'll go to his YouTube right here, so you guys could. Oh, it's right here. And I watch all of. So the one he's talking about is this one.
Sellers don't step in for a reversal back towards the
see
range.
So you
can do for that morning volatility. Picture minute to 50 or below on times minute candle
see
closure
look
underneath.
usually.
That we're going to be looking for.
So on this example, it has a bull pullback, and he still enters for the
so as you can see
long.
Right there on
so
the QQQ, we end up having a push underneath your 15-minute opening range. But so far, you can see we're reclaiming the key level. You can see the 5-minute is shaping up nicely here as well. What we're going to be looking for is an entry with a stop just a break below this opening candle. And now what we can be looking for, as I mentioned, is a fixed risk-reward ratio. We could be looking for high of day and above, being that 1-to-2 risk-reward ratio. Now let's play out the tape. And you can see right there for the QQQ, we end up having this nice continued push up in towards your high of day and above. And you can see exactly how this 5-minute formed here as well. 5-minute formed fairly nicely. We end up having a bunch of these lower wicks, but you can see never close below your 5-minute opening range. And on the 1-minute time frame, we had a fairly tight stop. We could have even had a wider stop down in towards that 439.99 for this push higher. But really all we needed was a candle close below your previous pivot point here for this continued push back towards the upside. Now let's go on to the next day. All right, we're on the next day.
So as you guys can see, he does it for every day. and this is, I don't know if he shows his P&L in one of the videos. Oh, it's this one. Look, he only had like 4 days last month in October with red, and the rest of the days were green, and he was over 50K that month. So it's kind of making me think it's kind of like SPX, because those always hit too, and we only had 4 ones that didn't hit last month. So it's kind of similar to that.
Here on the QQ